Hello everyone, thanks for tuning into today's second video, doing JMA Friday for today's second video. So as always on a Friday, we're having a look at the weather for the month ahead with Japanese and CFS B2 models, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just say that first. The video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast, and it's a 10 to 14 there coming up for you very shortly as well. So please like, share, subscribe on all today's videos and content. No live stream tonight, no Friday night live, because I'm off doing nice Christmassy things tonight, as I have been today. Actually, I've been Christmas shopping, that's why the videos are quite late today. So I'm having a proper Christmassy day of it today. I hope that's alright with everybody. But please like, share, subscribe on all of videos, and show to everyone for doing that. Right, let's start off with week 1, 500 millibar height anomaly from the JMA. From the Arctic to the North Pole view down. So this, of course, is the North Pole just here. This is the wider Arctic Circle around there. And then we have got the mid-latitudes through here. So blue is extrapolating to below average heights, which is low pressure. Yellow, orange, and red to above average heights, which is high pressure. These are broken down into weekly periods. The first week period will take us from the 15th to the 22nd of December. So the next week looks unsettled with low pressure to north. Well, unsettled to the north anyway, but actually quite settled for us because high pressure is ridging in from the Azores to the south. That's sending the jet stream northwards, and so there should be quite a lot of dry weather, especially in the south. Eventually, things will start turning more unsettled in the north, and it will be mild. Then week 2 is Christmas week. It's the 22nd to the 29th of December, and it looks unsettled. The low pressure returns then as high pressure drops south and southwest. Winds remain from westerly direction, so pretty mild, but the deluge comes back for Christmas. And then into the new year, staying unsettled. This is the 2-weekly anomaly from the 29th of December to the 12th of January. Again, deep below average heights over to the north of the country. Higher pressure down to south keeps the wind in generally for westerly direction. There might be a little bit more of a northwesterly tilt to the wind going on there, but overall looking very unsettled and Atlantic driven. The deluge carries on into the new year with JMA Friday. This is how the tropical and mid-latitude view looks. So we can't see the Arctic, Greenland, Iceland, all those areas off chart up here. But as we've had a look at that view down, we know what's going on. And a reminder of a week 1, 500 millibar height, and on with plenty of low pressure up to the north, but high pressure is ridging in down to the south, and winds coming in from that westerly direction. So it's a very mild week to come. We actually see the orange shading colours here. That's like 3 to 4 degrees above average, so exceptionally mild temperatures on the way. And a north-south split for precipitation, so a little bit wetter than average to the north, and a little bit drier than average down to the south. Then week 2 looking much more unsettled, but below average heights return while the high pressure pulls out to our west. So temperatures actually drop. It becomes a little bit cooler actually. I said about being mild week, but actually the north turns a little bit cooler. Scotland, Ireland going slightly below average temperatures, going slightly below average temperatures. For England and Wales, average to ever so slightly above, but definitely quite a significant drop in the temperature there over Christmas week, 22nd, 29th. Of December. And obviously with low pressure coming back, it turns very unsettled as well with above average rainfall. And then we're into week 3 and 4, 29th of December, 12th of January through to the new year and the beginning of January, and all looking very unsettled still. Low pressure remains in the ascendancy. Temperature anomalies are a little bit above average, so a mild start to 2024 in those yellow colours. That's 1 to 2 degrees above normal. And precipitation wise, it's wet as well, so wet and mild as we go into 2024. Same old, same old. Right, so that's the JMA. Let's see how CFS V2 compares. So again, these are 500 millibar height anomalies. They're broken down into weekly periods, and the first week period takes from the 15th to the 21st of December. So perfect agreement between the two models. For the next week, lots of low pressure to the north, plenty of high pressure down to the south. The jet stream is up here, so a little bit more unsettled for the north, but otherwise high pressure in the ascendancy. Back to much more unsettled conditions over week 2, so agreement there between the two models. This is 22nd, 28th of December, but below average heights come back big time to our north and east. Be above average heights, the high pressure pulls out into the Atlantic, so much more unsettled there over Christmas. The Deluge returns. Could be a little bit cool as well. I think it might be setting up a little bit of a northwest-southeast alignment with the wind flow and with the jet stream. So perhaps a little bit of a cool down there over Christmas. Week 3 could be the 29th of December to 4th of January. You've guessed it, the low pressure's back in control, or still in control. So that's a very unsettled start to the new year. And then week 4, just a little bit more interesting if you want some cold weather. This is the 5th to the 11th of January. Now, the trough of low pressure then gets pushed further eastwards, and the ridge starts to build in the North Atlantic. That's the Mid-Atlantic ridge. That might start to bring in a cooler or colder northwesterly, possibly northerly wind. The thing with that is we have got to get it properly cold, and to sustain it, we have got to get this high pressure up to there. If we can get the high pressure up to there, then we will bring down a proper northerly. We also need to get rid of this Azores high around Spain, Portugal. That needs to go in that direction. And if we do that, then we could turn properly cold and sustain that cold weather. So, you know, a bit of a hint, but there's still plenty that we've got to do to turn genuinely cold there. And keep it cold. Temperature only for week 1, 15th, 23rd of December, significantly above average, 2 to 3 degrees, so both models are in agreement about that. Now, week 2 is a little bit cooler. Both models are in agreement about that too. This is 22nd, 28th of December, slightly below average for Scotland, slightly above average for England and Wales. Week 3 is going to be 29th of December to the 4th of January, overall above average. And then week 4, rounding it all off, it's the 5th to the 11th of January, and that one goes slightly below average. So a little bit of a cool down there into week 4 as we suspected. And then lastly, precipitation. So week 1 is going to be wetter than average to the north, drier than average to the south. Week 2, just generally wetter than average, 22nd, 28th December, particularly so for more northern and western regions. Week 3 is also wetter than average. It's the 29th of December, 4th of January, so a very wet start to the new year. Deluge goes on into the new year, and week 4, the 5th to the 11th of January, weakening signal, but the wet weather shifting a little bit more to the south and into the continent. That's rather indicative, perhaps, of the jet stream going southwards, I think. So the jet stream is beginning to move southwards, taking the wet weather with it, and things started to go dry up here. Again, that is indicative of some higher pressure beginning to get going in the North Atlantic, but it is 4 weeks away. Okay, so we've got pretty good agreement there between the two models. They're both looking exceptionally mild for the week ahead, the coming week, and then over Christmas they turn, and rather dry as well, particularly south, then over Christmas they turn cooler and much more unsettled as well. We keep that very wet weather going then into the new year. Just a hint from the CFS of something a little bit colder by the time we get into the from the first to the second week of January. It's an overlap week, so it's like from late in the first week to early in the second week of January. It's a long way off that though, so I wouldn't be overly excited about that just yet. You'll find out tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. whether the ECMWF is agreeing with all of this. We'll do the ECMWF 42 day for UK and Ireland tomorrow, so you'll find out then what the EC model is forecasting for the next 6 weeks. We're going to be back shortly. We can take the 14 day. Come back for that then for JMA Friday for this week. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.